For fear the hearts of men are failing, for these are latter
During World War I,
days.
farmers worked hard to produce record crops and livestock. When prices fell, they tried to produce even more to pay their debts, taxes, and living expenses. In the early 1930s, prices dropped so low that many farmers went bankrupt and lost their farms. In some cases, the price of a bushel of corn fell to just 8 or 10 cents. When factories and stores shut down, many workers lost their jobs. In Debeque, for example, 2,200 workers lost their jobs between 1927 and 1934 when their firms closed, while only 13 new businesses opened, employing only 300 workers. Some farmers became angry and wanted the government to step in to keep farm families in their homes.
No orphan children crying for bread, no weeping
Much of the Roaring
widows
Twenties was a continual cycle of debt for the American farmer, stemming from falling farm prices and the need to purchase expensive machinery. When the stock market crashed in 1929, sending prices in an even more downward cycle, many American farmers wondered if their hard-scrabble lives would ever improve. The government programs that helped them live through the 1930s changed the future of agriculture forever. Weather touched every part of life in the dirty 30s: dust, insects, summer heat, and winter cold. As a result, during the Roaring Twenties, farmers weren't doing much roaring, but credit was still easy and they limped along, falling further and further behind the rest of the country. Even though grain prices were low because of world overproduction, American farmers had to keep planting large acreages in hope of getting enough cash to pay off debts. What prices bobbed along at few cents over a dollar for most of the 1920s. Some farmers survived; those who didn't had to sell out and become tenant farmers or find work in town.
the storm will hurl the midnight fear.
Now, the good thing is that we have created a fair and realistic act called the Agricultural Adjustment Act that most certainly helps the farmers of our era get out of this Great Depression. Now, I'm not telling you that you should agree with me. All I'm saying is that we gotta do something now. The future of our country may be at stake. There's going to be a very huge problem, and if we don't do this, we may not have the chance to. The farmers are the backbone of this great nation, and we need to do whatever needs done today to assist them in rebuilding our farming infrastructure. And this act does exactly that. Thank you for your time.